Food trucks, they are quick, cheap, and convenient. They've been around for decades, but they're really trendy right now, and we're seeing more and more of them in Pittsburgh. But how safe are they? Paul Martino has been looking into how food trucks are inspected, and he joins us now with more on what his investigation found. Paul.
Susan, after reviewing inspection reports for about 50 trucks and going out on an actual health department inspection, we found a number of problems with food trucks, but it turns out they're the same problems we find in brick and mortar restaurants. They're chic, cheap, and trendy. Food trucks, and people are loving them, especially the millennials, those 25 to 35-year-olds.
I'm personally addicted to going to food trucks and eating street food. It's the best thing that's happened to Pittsburgh.
I like how convenient they are, that they travel around and you can find them at different places.
Even in the winter months, these trucks are popular and they have all kinds of flavors. Thai, Middle Eastern, Indian food. If that doesn't excite your palate, how about some lobster? How about some pizza? How about some plain old home cooking? There's even a truck that serves mac and cheese. But just how safe is a truck that feeds hundreds of people in a space that's a fraction of the size of your kitchen? The Allegheny Health Department finds many problems.
Where are they filling their water? Where are they getting their water? Where are they disposing of their wastewater?
And our review of Health Department inspection report shows that truck after truck has a problem heating and cooling food. That could spell big trouble. Why?
So we don't have bacterial growth and illness.
That prevents bacteria below.
It prevents the growth.
And temperatures were a problem when we joined Health Department Inspector Amanda Mater at the Mac and Gold truck.
It should go up to at least 135, so you might want to probably put it back.
Both the macaroni and the cheese weren't hot enough, a critical violation that had to be corrected. Even so, Mac and Gold customers aren't concerned.
There's so many health violations with regular fixed kitchens anyway that it is what it is. Hasn't killed me yet.
I've been eating this for months now and I haven't gotten sick. I can't say the same for some restaurants I've been to.
Can I have a half a rack, please?
And on a recent Saturday night, dozens of food truck devotees weren't worried about safety either. It was a food truck roundup in Braddock, a smorgasbord of food trucks.
I just had the barbacone from the Southside Barbecue, and it was everything I ever thought it would be.
What was that she ordered? Barbecue in a cone. The truck roundup points out another problem for these tasty kitchens on wheels. They're mobile. It's hard for the health department to track them down.
There are inherent challenges with inspecting mobile units. The fact that they're mobile and many of them are itinerant, they don't have a fixed location.
That was one of the problems this summer with the Pittsburgh Halal food truck. The owner decided to operate on 4th of July weekend. Only problem, they didn't have a permit, never had an inspection. The health department shut it down. They've since reopened with a permit and a clean bill of health. They also had to shut down CMU's Tartan Express. There was no running water, no way to wash hands, and the food temps were at dangerous levels. Truck is now fixed and reopened. Back at the Mac and Gold truck, they've reheated the mac and cheese and they've gotten the seal of approval from the health department. Always look for this green sticker before eating at a truck or a restaurant. You think I can have lunch here?
I think I would go for it. It looked really good.
Mac and Gold owner Tim Tassone says these aren't your father's food trucks.
Kind of the stigma of the term roach coach always comes up, and you don't see that with the new trucks that are out here pushing the Pittsburgh scene.
So, Susan, as I said at the top, we found in these trucks a lot of the same problems we found at restaurants. For example, the temperature. That mac and cheese was not hot enough. It could be a bacteria problem. We don't want that. Sanitation. Make sure the place is clean. Basic thing there. And then the other issue with food trucks is a lot of their food's prepared off-site. What was going on with the food before it got to the truck, we don't know.
I know a lot of the people who own these trucks, they take pride in these trucks, but as you, the customer, you're walking up. Is there something you should be looking for to tell if a truck is safe?
First of all, if you see this yellow sticker, that's a consumer alert from the health department.
So
they're
bad.
telling you there's some problems here. Always look for this. That means they passed an inspection. They are required to post it. If you don't see that, it means maybe they're not licensed, maybe they haven't been inspected. The other thing is just peer over the counter. look inside. Is it clean? Are the people serving you clean? And finally, if you get some lukewarm food, give it back to them. You want it warm. You want to make sure there's no bacteria in it.